Hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, welcome to KocoSports, where the world's coming to cash, home for combat sports, but above all, where it's okay to be a passionate fan. I am the huge one, aka the idiot, Dave Koco from DAVCoco.com. And as always, we ask you the most important question of all time. Win, loss, or tie, what did you think? And it's okay, you don't have to agree. I know in today's generation, you have to agree, on everything. All right. I'm calling this the reset or / WCW the remake. I think what did the last video get? We've been dead in the water. I'm retired. I got a mustache. We've been dead in the water. I don't even think this got over 50 views. The last AEW pay-per-view review. I seriously got 16 DMs. 16 DMs. We're getting at impact level. We're getting at obsessive impact level. All right. Well, let's break this down. All right. Listen, I'm not going to be positive, I'm not going to be negative, and I'm not going to not take chances on what I say. I know we live in a world where if you're positive all the time, it'll get views. I know if you're negative all the time, it'll get views. I know that if you just play it completely safe and never take a fucking challenge, you get views at a slower pace, but at the same time, man, you might as well get a real fucking job, you know? Jesus fucking Christ. So yeah, just want to do things. First off, we're starting something new. The Dixie Carter meter. All right, we said after last night's pay-per-view, it was 80%. I wish I saw this event live. I was watching the Tampa Bay Lightning get their dick kicked in by the Rangers. And, you know, I was getting spoilers. I wish I saw it live. So there is a factor. I do give it a win, but I feel like if I watched it live, it would be a better factor. I think if you watch wrestling live, in person, or on television, it is a better experience. But I still give it a win. I still call it a remake. I still call it a reset. All right. But I started the Dixie Carter meter. Okay? We just did this on twitch.tv, KocoSports. You never want to go full Dixie. You never want to go full Dixie. And after last night's pay-per-view, Khan was 80%. I bumped it up to an 82%, but then I rewatched it. He's self-aware. We're going 78%. He's 78% on the Dixie Carter meter, and let's not become crazy. You guys on YouTube, we are not friends with these wrestlers. We are not employees to these companies. Just fucking lead with your heart, man. Lead with your heart. Lead with your heart. Lead with your heart. That's all I'm saying. Be honest, 100%. And sometimes say, I don't know. Sometimes say, I was wrong. Eat that crow. I've ate crow before on this show. We just got to open up the conversations a little bit. All right. But with that said, I hate to do this because I have to read my resume. I made a full-time living for over 10 years in pro wrestling. I don't mention that because there's no need to. A lot of people are like, what the fuck have you ever done in the business? I worked for every major company that's not named Ring of Honor back when I lived in the States. AEW didn't exist. I made a full-time living. Now listen, making a full-time living on YouTube, very difficult. Making a full-time living on Twitch, very difficult. Making a full-time living today in anything is hard. Making a full-time living in pro wrestling and you're not a wrestler is very fucking difficult. It's very difficult. And I know a lot of times I'm like, hey, dude, it's the voice of the fans. But people are like, what the fuck have you done? And I'm like, what? Fucking rewind a little bit. What the fuck are you talking about? So I hate to do it. But yeah, all right. So there you go. I love being a fan. I have experience booking. I focus on the booking a lot because it's a passion of mine. I know, some of the things that people say is like, what have you done? It's like, I made a full-time living for 10 plus years in pro wrestling. I worked for all the major companies. I don't like fucking saying it because it sounds fucking douchey. A lot of people that do have podcasts and do start off with that usually are hypocrites. When they had the power, they didn't run it. But when I ran my company, there was no contract signings. When I ran my company, there was no non-title matches. This ain't like a bunch of Europeans that fucking bash WWE and then when they run their company, they do the exact same thing as WWE. No. Not this old man. That and also two things we got. You got to just let it ride out and play out. Okay, if you older fans, let's rewind. WCW, let's let it ride out and play out. Oh, okay. Well, that didn't work out. Okay, fast forward a little. ECW, yeah, let's ride it out. And okay, XWF, Lucha Underground, pre-Dixie Carter. It's okay to be passionate. It's okay to fucking review shit. It's okay to have a voice. And another thing is like, oh, you don't get the nuance. What is this, fucking Rick and Morty? I want to see. I don't doubt Wrestling Ranted even watches my videos. He does a movie thing. I want to see the circles. I want to see the hidden messages. I want to see the nuance. So there you go. And here's the thing. A lot of YouTubers, they want to be bookers. You have to tell someone that you love or hate they did a good or great job, and you have to be 100% honest. And you have to be behind your ideas so much that you have to have passion. You have to be willing to get punched in the face for your beliefs. You know, here's the thing. Most pro wrestlers are weak-minded. I got a couple tweets like, oh, man, what the fuck do you know? You have to be able to fucking go to a guy you absolutely love and tell him they shit the bed. You have to go to a guy that you absolutely despise and say, dude, you fucking rocked it tonight. You have to be 100% honest. You have to be. That's fucking important. Once again, I said it's a win. Is there red flags? Yes. So there you go. And a lot of wrestlers are like, I had a guy, I wish I could work for you. It's like, no, dude, listen, if you're offended by my fucking YouTube reviews, you definitely cannot work for me. You can ask James Legend, Sideshow, Bam Bam Bigelow, rest in peace, Jerry Sags. You can ask all the wrestlers I worked for. Yeah, no. If YouTube reviews are fucking rubbing you the wrong way, wow. Yeah, you ain't gonna make it, kid. You ain't gonna fucking make it. There you go. All right. Let's break this bad boy down. Just wanted to get some feedback. You know, we got a lot of feedback from a fucking video that fucking got like less than 10 fucking views. All right, let's go. Here we go. It's the reset. They're completely starting over, or is it a WCW remake? Hear me out on this. I took some notes. MJF is Punk. It's the summer of Punk. You know, he cuts the pipe bomb. Let's talk about that now before we cast. I know this is very unpopular, but it needs to be said. Shooting on bad booking doesn't fix bad booking. Shooting on bad booking doesn't fix bad booking. It might start a new storyline, but it doesn't fix the past, hence why it's a reset, hence why it's a remake. So there you go. And I thought it was pretty good. I know a lot of younger fans are always saying, is it better than Punk's pipe bomb? Here's the thing. It's okay. I'm old. I've seen a lot, but there's a lot of wrestlers I haven't seen. I never seen the Giant Baba. I never seen Muhammad Ali. But if I go, hey, Mike Tyson is the best boxer I've seen in my lifetime. Roy Jones is the best boxer I've seen in my lifetime. That's okay. It's also okay to say something you saw is the best. But a lot of people like, is this better than Punk? If you have to ask if it's better than something, it's not. When Michael Jordan was the best in the world, no one asked, is he better than Dr. J? They just said he's the best in the world. LeBron, is he better than MJ? Is he better than MJ? Is he better than MJ? The fact that you have to say that sentence, he's not. CM Punk, when he hit the pipe bomb, we said it was the best promo we ever saw. Now, is MJF just as good as him? No. If you say it's the best of my lifetime, okay. If you say it's the best, it's okay. If you're asking, is it better than something else? Then it is not better than something else. That's how it usually works. All right, let's go. Let's go. We're reset, recast, remake. We're doing it. WCW to remake. All right. Actually, it's not WCW. It's just a lot of replay shit. Here's the thing. Before I go to the remake list, this is my fault. Sometimes you got to eat crow. I saw Records Mattered. I saw Kenny Omega. I saw the Young Bucks. I saw the roster they had. And I was like, dude, this might be the wrestling company I've always dreamed of. And now it's just sports entertainment. And if you're okay with that, I'm okay with it. I apologize that I wanted a great company. That's on me. If you guys are happy with it, it's the best company going today. It's the best company going today. I was just expecting records to matter. I was expecting originality. I was expecting awesomeness. Instead, we got a WCW remake / pro wrestling remake. All right. We're recasting the roles. Here we go, boys. MJF, Punk, got it. Fucking booked shitty, cuts a promo on bad booking. We're going to have the summer of MJF, beat some WWE guys. Hopefully he can beat Jericho along the way. He's CM Punk. Warlord, Goldberg, of course. Paige is young Jericho. You know, there's so many guys that are the young Jericho. A young Eddie Guerrero. A young Chris Benoit. I don't know if you're allowed to even say his name anymore. These wrestlers are going to have to escape to go to WWE to become stars. Then you got Jericho. Old Jericho. Oh, man. Old Jericho would definitely help out young Jericho, right? Nope. Old Jericho is playing the part of Kevin Nash. Yeah, just surround himself with a lot of people, protecting himself, and there you go. One thing about Jericho, though, I got to give props to Jericho. The good, the bad, and the ugly. I don't know if you've seen this on American television, but on international television, during the commercial, there was audio, and Jericho cut a heel promo and says, "You will never sing along to my song again." Jericho, I will eat fucking crow, shake your goddamn hand, and say good job if you keep up with that. I don't know if that audio came over on the American broadcast. On Fight.tv, I think it's Fight.tv. It might be Fight.com. F-I-T-E. I don't know what it is. I apologize. Let me check real quick. FITE.tv. The international audience, Jericho during commercial, you can hear the audio. I will never let you sing along to my song again. If he keeps his word, you know what? Sometimes you got to call him an asshole. Sometimes you got to say he's doing a good job. That's it. Got to follow your heart, boys. Follow your heart. And then this one's really going to fucking hurt. It's going to hurt me. I love CM Punk more than a straight man should. CM Punk, you're in a WCW remake. You're playing the part of Hulk Hogan. Let that fucking sink in. CM Punk is playing the part of Hulk Hogan. Times have changed. Times have changed. All right. Overall, I give it a win. It is a reset. It is a reboot. It is a remake. Whatever. You know what? Let's start fresh. We are records don't matter. Entertainment above all. Koco, what he dreamed was going to happen, didn't happen. Piss on me in the comments. It happens. All right. Let's break this bad boy down. Ready? Trios match. CM Punk and FTR defeat Max Caster and the Gun Club. This match was a lot better than I thought. Like I said, I had to watch it on replay. This match was a hell of a lot better than I thought. CM Punk and FTR, I like them as a trio. Maybe CM Punk this time. Ric Flair and the Horsemen? I don't know. Who knows? Overall, I thought the match was pretty goddamn good. And of course, my man, the ace, Tanahashi. At the Forbidden Door, Tanahashi will take on CM Punk. I am beyond ecstatic for this match. It is definitely past their primes, but be positive, boys. No, this is going to be a great match. But it's still a dream match that we've always wanted, and it's going to be very interesting. With a lot of the Japanese news, I'm a little nervous. Okada might not show up to Chicago, and the fact that Tanahashi is accepting the challenge scares me a little bit. It scares me a little bit, but I've been wrong before, and it's okay to be wrong. Miro Returns. One thing, I want to go back to Tanahashi. I love the New Japan. I love Prime New Japan. You got to be honest. You got to call it like you sees it. I'm so happy that the fucking fans cheered. I did like the MJF line. It's like, you pretend to watch New Japan. Because I really feel like a lot of fans pretend to watch New Japan and don't watch New Japan. I could tell by how hot and excited you are over Okada. Because if you've watched Okada in the last few months, expectations little bit lower. Expectations little bit lower. You know expectations? Lower them. Here you go. Let me see. Can I have them? I can't believe fucking pro wrestlers take me seriously. Fucking idiots. Expectations lower. Expectations lower. Let me see. Can I have them? I can't believe fucking pro wrestlers take me seriously. Fucking idiots. Expectations lower. 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 Fucking dude, I'm so stupid. Johnny Elite is defeated by Miro. Miro returns. Here's the thing, subtleness and all that. I wish the storyline Miro is telling, I wish someone would help him in the commentary booth. He's telling a great story from his home, and no one is, everyone's talking about like, oh, you got to pay attention to fine details. Yeah, this is a storyline with fine details, and no one in the booth is putting it over. No one in the booth is putting it over. Love you, Mira. Mira defeats Johnny Elite. All right, next, you got a 10-man tag team match. I'm not a big fan of these. New Japan beat me into the ground. I do think the trios match at the pay-per-view was beyond amazing. You got the Young Bucks, ReDRagon, and Hikuleo. Guys, I don't have a rating on Hikuleo. Some people in my chat say piece of shit. Some people say potential. So where do you rate him on the P scale? Potential? Piece of shit. I don't know enough about him. I don't think he's a piece of shit yet. Let's see where it goes. I thought he could hold his own as a big guy. Maybe I'm wrong. They defeat Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus, Christian Cage, Matt Hardy, and Darby Allin. Darby Allin really impressed me. I've been a little harsh on him. He was really quick. Maybe Darby Allin Super Juniors. Darby Allin Super Juniors. That'd be fair. Meltzer was the finisher was a Meltzer driver by the Young Bucks on Jungle Boy. So overall, enjoyable. I just think watching just New Japan and AEW, these type of matches, I think they're overdone. They're just overdone. Next, you got Wardlow comes out, defeats JD Drake via Powerbomb. I like to see where this is going. They built him up to the moon. They sacrificed MJF. MJF just had to talk his way back into the building, basically. So I wonder what's going to happen with Wardlow. It's very interesting. Next, you got Ruby Soho and Toni Storm defeat Britt Baker, D.M.D, and Jamie Hayter. Destination Unknown by Soho on Baker. I don't know if this is unpopular. I didn't watch many of her matches. So it's okay to say I don't know. I didn't watch many of her matches. I'm not that high on Ruby Soho. I'm way higher on Toni Storm. Granted, I got to see her wrestle live in Japan. I got to see her career unfold. To me, I just think they're pushing the wrong person, but maybe I'm wrong. And then, you know what? Sometimes you gotta eat crow, boys. I didn't like the fact that Jon Moxley won the title. I don't think he should have ever won the title. I think he should definitely have a job. And I'm starting to step back a little bit. Jon Moxley is doing something that Jericho and Punk have yet to do. He's just getting over young, talented wrestlers. I love the fact that they were in LA and all the TV execs are there, and there's Fox, there's Shits, there's Blood. At least they ain't tiptoeing through the tulips. They're showing what AEW is all about. I thought Daniel Garcia did amazing in a job. I thought the commentary was a little bit rough at times. Like, I know this is gonna sound crazy, but maybe we should have focused on the match a little bit more. I know JR, and I bash JR all the time. JR tried to get back on track a few times. So Jon Moxley defeats him via Bulldog choke. It went into extra time. That is a very good sign when a TV network lets you go overtime. To me, I give it a win. Jon Moxley, he's doing former WWE guy right. And not everyone is doing that right. So Hardy's, Christian Cage, CM Punk, Jericho, be like Jon Moxley. Jon Moxley's doing it great. Overall, I give it a win. For anyone I offended, I'm sorry. Bring it in for a hug. Bring it in for a hug. If I got to be positive all the time, I'm not going to do it. If I'm going to be negative all the time, I'm not going to do it. If I'm going to be fucking boring as fuck like it's a real goddamn job, I'm not going to do it. I hope you understand where I'm coming from. Anyway, overall, the reset, the remake, the whatever, I give it a win. And I feel a little bit better, but I do feel like the pay-per-view is a waste. And I'm very interested to see what they do with young Jericho. I mean, Paige. So it's going to be very interesting. An unpopular statement of the year. Promos on bad booking don't fix bad booking. Thank you. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Love you, dudes. Like, comment, subscribe. With that, I am over. Hey, boom, 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 boom.